Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Widen with Tess and Baby, this has been a long week for me. Therefore, I have been very, very busy and I have not been able to get on this platform. However, I did record me a whole video for YouTube on Wednesday, I think it was. And so I do have that video on there, and I do not know how to strip the audio yet to upload it to this platform. But you can go check me out on YouTube. You can look up I think, What Did Tess Say podcast channel, and you should see the Wider with Tess video. You guys, I'm going to start this off with my prayer because you know that I can't get right. And as I do that, dear God, I just want to thank you as I humbly come to you to be grateful for each and every single day that you give me and those others that arose with me every single morning, God. If they have not given their heart to you yet, dear God, I pray that you have more and more patience with them, dear God. And I pray that you get them to come to the agreement that you need so that everybody can meet you at them heaven gates, dear God. Excuse me, y'all. Lord, I feebly come to you and ask you to put your hand on everybody that needs you, Lord, tonight and every day forward. For those that are dealing with loss or sickness, dear God, put your hands on these family and wrap your arms around them, dear Lord. Thank you for everything that you do for us, for as providing for us with food, house, the air that we breathe, and everything else that we fail to mention on a daily basis. I love you and I appreciate everything that you do for us. Amen. Now that we have got that out the way, I will have to make this a very, very quick podcast segment tonight for the simple fact that I am sitting in the middle of a storm right now, and I am outside in my vehicle doing this because this is the only piece that I can catch away from my kids right now, so that I can get on this platform and let you know that I am still raising my voice. You guys, I have not forgotten about you. Yes, I know that some days I'm not posting as much, and that is because life do get in the way. As we all know it, there is always something going on. And Lord, I should just start with the eventful week that I have had, right? So, like, I have a son. I have two of them, actually. One of them is having to do summer school, so I have to go and pick him up from another city and take him back to another city so that he can go to his classes. And since I am a single mother of 6 kids, I do the motherly thing, and I sit there and wait for his classes to end, which takes about 5 hours. So yes, I'm sitting outside in heat with limited resources to have anything to eat and drink, waiting on my child because I am determined to get all of my kids across this stage. Like, it is very adamant to me, and I know that it means the most to all of my kids to have their diplomas, because people have already categorized my kids and I already deemed them some failures. But it's okay, baby, because we ain't trying to prove nothing to y'all. At the end of the day, we hear all the talk, but that will be what that was put on earth to be. With that being said, let me get back into this week, baby. Okay, y'all. So, scratch the fact that I'm a good mother and I'm going to sit outside for 5 hours in some hot ass heat. And let me remind you that it is like 95 degrees every single day. That's like, oh God, you're trying to bake us at this point. You got us in the oven and with some little rotisserie chicken. And we are about to be crispy. It has been hot. But anyway, that's still getting me all the way off of stage with this eventful week. So he has to go 3 days out of this week. Monday was like smooth, like easy peasy, and you would expect that to be the most messed up day because don't nobody freaking like Mondays, right? But Monday was not the day that upset me for this long, very eventful week. The day that upset me was on Wednesday. So I had my second son, which is the youngest son, and he was with me, right? And I had my oldest daughter with me. So he kept begging me to let him drive. And I had the car parked. So I was like, I don't feel like letting you drive, but I'll let you bag up the vehicle so that we can get ready to go over here and pick up your brother. So, mind you, I'm giving him directions, telling him keep your feet on the brake, do not mash the gas at all, and start turning your wheel toward the way in which we are about to turn, right? So I'm teaching him all that. Somewhere in his little mind, this guy, oh, he's such a little charmer, I swear. He mashes the gas. And so the van started going full speed backwards. And I'm like, what are you doing? So in my quick mind, when the van hit the bumper and started lifting up as if it was about to flip, I had to think into like mommy mode really quick. And I grabbed the wheel. And we ended up doing a 360 in a parking lot without, hitting that bank, without flipping that car or doing any of that crazy stuff that could have ended really crazy or deadly. And you already know how crazy life can get. But that right there was crazy enough for me because this was happening one simple test that turned into a very, very crazy little moment. And I'm laughing about it now because, baby, this has been a long week. Not even just starting with it. It's just every single thing that we go through in our daily lives that we don't talk about. Because I don't talk about everything. I ain't got the strength to sit here and go for hours to sit here and tell you about just one freaking hour in a day of my life. You catch my drift. So, yeah. So my son, we ended up blowing out my tire, so I had to get help with getting my spare tire on. We ended up being stuck in that city all day, which is longer than my usual 5 hours. And yes, I was hot, tired, and drained. I haven't had anything to eat for that particular day at all. Barely had anything to drink, but we did have something to drink because we ended up going to a friend's house, which just happened to be right up the road. Thank God for that because we really could have probably passed out from that heat, or you just the heat is not normal this year, and we will be talking about that soon on another segment about this crazy weather. But yes, I have had a very eventful week, and it's not just that single thing right there that happened. It's multiple other things that has happened along with that in just this week by itself, which has drained me and has got me behind on a lot of tasks in which I am trying to do with building this platform because I'm watching the impressions, and impressions are getting up there, and I'm loving that. I need all of my listeners to come on in, baby, because I'm going to get even more real soon. You just got to bear with me as I get these lips ready for these hot topics, baby. But let me remind you right now, I am going through life, okay? And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, baby. It's kicking my ass right now. But at the end of the day, I'm still get on here because I am a resilient lady. And I'm going to always be persistent. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Sometimes it takes longer than it have now. And I'm not even going to lie, like I was mentioning on my first segment episode, I said that I was gone for almost a year or a year and a half. I'm sorry, whichever one. I think it was a year and a half. But anyway, I have been gone off of this platform for a year and a half because I was like, I was going through so much stuff at the back, and I was waiting for like the fucking right moment to come back to this, but I had to let realization kick in that there is never a right moment, sweetheart. Life gonna keep on lifing, so you just gonna have to goddamn put it in your head that you want to go ahead and move forward with what you want to do, no matter what you're going through, baby. And that right there is the resilience that I am talking about, that is inside of me, that I am glad that is coming back up out of me, because I'm going to keep pushing forward. And I pray that I can bring somebody up at the dark spot with me, baby, because it's no fun being there. And you can't really trust many these days. But baby, it will be all right. Because who you can trust is Jesus. And you can always turn to him when you are down and out, when you are lost and confused, baby. And don't ever get it twisted to think that that man that laid down on the cross for us do not care about us, because he definitely does. But I ain't come on here to preach to you guys tonight. I wanted to come on here to let you know that yes, life be happening and things be going so sour. But it would never take away my smile. It would never take away my joy, because I find my joy myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to people and get the joy. I don't look for things to do around me to get the joy. What really brings me joy is the fact that I can acknowledge a lot of things about Jesus, God, the Bible, and have an understanding with that, the way that life works. That it haven't clicked in a lot of people's heads yet, but I find joy in knowing that I have that little bit of small wisdom, and that makes me okay. And yes, I do lack in a lot of areas in my life where sin plays a big part of who I am. And I would not shy away from that, baby. I am so honest about myself and who I am. I would never come to you in wool clothing and pretend to be something that I am not. Because what I am not is perfect. But what I am is a resilient woman. Okay? I am a just woman, baby. I will fall multiple times, but I will always get back up. And you know why? Because I do believe in that man that died on the cross, baby. It's just something about knowing him, honey, and that intuition. And it's like, even when you want to let things go, it's something just pushing you, and it's something just whispering inside your soul, and it's like, move. Do something. Like, you can't sit still, you can't hold all this goodness in, because this is not what I told you to do. What I told you to do was speak. But you know what, I'm not gonna get too hyped. I'm gonna take my tail on into this place of chaos where multiple people live with me. And I am about to see what this weather is about to do. And as I was saying, I will be coming back and we will be discussing a lot of things on this platform, of what we notice going on in today's time around this universe. I also finally will have my first guest, and that is the main reason why I was getting on here tonight too, to let you know that I do have a guest that will be visiting with me next week. Yes, her name is Tawana, and we will just be talking about life, being single mothers, and how we're navigating through life as single mothers. And we're just gonna be keeping it real, raw, and honest, and just, she's a very lovable person. She's goofy. She has a great characteristic. She's very humble, down to earth. I love her so much. I can't wait for you guys to hear her voice, because she has a story too, and she has things that she is trying to do as well, with building up a platform for her and her boys. And I want, people to support that as well. So I will be bringing her on here next week, and this is going to be fun, having two voices on here, and not just hearing my old dove voice, because I try to keep it spicy with you guys, but I know that you're probably tired of just hearing my voice. But it's okay, baby, because I'm about to get my guests crack-a-lacking around here. Y'all just bear with me, you know what I'm saying? But this storm seems to be getting a little bit edgier out here. So I'm going and end this one tonight right now. And I will be back with you guys soon. I pray that I don't get delayed too many more days. But if I do, just know that I will always be back. No matter how many days late it is. Let me take my tail in this house, baby, because I don't like how close this lighting is getting to this ground. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Oh my gosh, and how could I forget? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that are actually in their kids' life. You guys rock, and I am glad that you are a stand-up guy. I know that we don't give you men credit enough, but baby, it's time for us to flip the switch and change something, because all the back and forth and the bickering that's going on with the ladies and the men right now is unacceptable. I don't like it. I don't support it. I do play a part in it, but I try not to get that deep into it. It just sometimes some people just need to be hushed up. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope that you are safe. I hope that you guys pray. I hope that you eat, drink your water, stay hydrated. It's hot out here. Okay. I'll see you guys again on Water with Tiffany. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to check out my podcast. I know that I am just at the beginning stages of this podcast and I'm not giving you very much to stick around with, but I hope that you guys give me a chance and that you come back and see what I bring to the table later on. I really, really want to use this platform to use my voice to change the lives of those that suffer with any kind of mental illnesses and people who just feel like they don't have a friend in this world. I want to be their friend for you. So I hope that you guys continue tuning in to my podcast. Please start leaving reviews for me. Start leaving insightful information to let me know what that I can do better. Topics that you would love for me to hop on. Give me your feedback. Let me know what is up with the listeners' ears in 2024. Thank you guys.